Good evening, BossMates. Welcome to tonight's live.
Welcome, BossMates. What is going on this beautiful Monday night? Welcome, everyone on this BossMates conversation.
Yes. Tonight is actually Monday, December 12th. So it is 12/12 today. So
12/12.
Go ahead and look up your angel numbers and see what they mean. Mm-hmm. But of course, it is a powerful meaning. But we are happy to be with you guys tonight. We have a very interesting show set up for you guys.
We do.
How is everyone doing? Comment down below. Don't forget, we are live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Yes.
You'll be able to go ahead and actually subscribe to our channel on BossMates on YouTube.
As you can see on your screen right now, you guys.
Yes, you can go ahead and actually follow us on Facebook, which is BossMates. Don't forget to send those stars. Listen, you need to start supporting us in reference to these stars. Please, we appreciate the continued support.
Yes, we do.
You can definitely do that. Follow us on Instagram, which is BossMates_official. And of course, TikTok, BossMates.official.
BossMates, you guys. Again, welcome on this beautiful Monday night, you guys. Today is 12/12/22.
Yes.
Beautiful number.
Beautiful.
For those who don't know angel numbers, make sure you check your angel numbers. Every time you see 111, 1111, 222, 2222, all those, synchronicity numbers, make sure you go ahead, get on Google, check what those numbers are. Angel numbers.
Definitely.
Again, you guys, we are live on this beautiful Monday night. Again, BossMates. Don't forget to check our Linktree, you guys. Linktree is right there on, in your face right now. You can see
on your screen.
Linktree. What is it again, boo?
Our Linktree, it is Linktree/BossMates.
/BossMates. Also, guys, don't forget you can follow us. Like my wife said, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Every Friday night. Today is not Friday, but every Friday night we are live on Classic Radio. And don't forget to check our podcast, you guys. Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, iHeartRadio.
And we have a new addition.
Don't forget Rumble.
Yes, we are live on Rumble as well.
Don't forget Rumble, you guys. As you can see your screen, BossMates. Every Monday, every Friday night. Again, we are live.
Yes.
We do this. Again, you can catch us on Rumble.
Yes, you can.
The new platform, you guys, as you can see on your screen, Rumble, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, just search BossMates.
And we just gonna show up.
We're gonna show up.
But of course, before we get into tonight's show, I have to ask my husband here, how was your weekend?
My weekend, I know she was going to ask me that, but my weekend was amazing. It was beautiful. Every day I get to wake up to see, wake up next to you. Every day I wake up to see another day is amazing.
Oh, you so sweet. Amazing.
So let me ask you, boo, how was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good. I think it was a bit relaxing.
It was a bit relaxing.
We started trying to work on ourselves starting today.
Yes.
So it's pretty powerful. Yes. I'm pretty energetic. Yes. So it's pretty good.
Not just that, us starting this new journey, I'm starting this journey, not eating for 32 days. I officially started today. Mm-hmm. Today's my first day. Not eating anything. So again, I'm going to go for 32 days. I want you guys to, be there with me. I'm finna go 32 days without eating nothing.
Correct.
So again, today's my first day. My wife, she's starting her journey.
Yeah, I'm starting my journey because I need to be fine. Listen, I'll be 30 soon.
I'm drinking water, you guys.
Yes, I'll be 30 soon, and listen, I've decided that I need to be fine. Right. Fine. Need to start training this waist.
You are fine.
Thank you, boo. Start training this waist. Listen, I can't be damn near the same size as my husband. It doesn't make sense. I gotta work on me.
BossMates conversation again tonight, you guys. Again, we do this every Monday, every Friday night, where we talk about everything the real, everything that's going on in the world right now. Tonight's topic, tonight's discussion. Let the fans know, boo. What are we discussing tonight? What's tonight's discussion right here on BossMates?
Well, as you can see on your screen, we'll be discussing tonight people that want kids but don't want to accept the responsibility. So people want kids but not the responsibility.
So people want kids. All right, so tonight's topic is people want kids but not the responsibility.
Correct.
So again, people want kids but not the responsibility. So, let them know, what does it mean again, how people want kids but not the responsibility.
So basically, generally speaking, for those, well, not for those, the people that does want kids, like everyone want kids, but are they, well equipped or prepared to take on the responsibility of these children?
We want kids.
Yes, we do. But we know that our kids will be well taken care of no matter what.
So let me ask you think we ready for the responsibility of kids?
We've been ready.
A lot of people might say, you guys don't have kids right now, so you might not know what it is to have kids, running around in your ears, throwing temper tantrums, so I don't think you guys ready for some kids.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
I think I'm ready.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I don't even think, excuse me, I know I'm ready. It's not even I think. It's the difference between think and know. I know I'm ready.
Yeah, we know we're ready. Everything we've been doing in life,
preparing for these kids.
Preparing for these kids that we plan to have. So, of course, I'm not going to say it's going to be a walk in the park, but once you set your mind and you're prepared for it, everything will fall in place.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But how we plan to raise our children and what we see out there is completely different.
So, again, tonight, you guys, people want kids, but not the responsibility. This is what we're discussing tonight. If you guys watching, for those that's watching, don't forget to chime in, drop a comment, follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube, Instagram, right there on your screen, BossMates, Instagram, BossMates _official, and also on TikTok, BossMates.official. But tonight, we're talking about something, that's going on in the real world right now.
Correct.
A lot of people have these kids.
Correct.
A lot of people got these kids, but, the responsibility of having these kids is something a lot of us, a lot of people are not really...
They're straying away from.
They're straying away from. They really don't want the responsibility of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
I think, income tax time, we love it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially you got 2, 3, 4, 5 kids. Now, you're going to make some money at the end of the year, at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's wonderful. But the responsibility of having these kids is something a lot of us really don't want.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about tonight. We're going to be discussing. We're finna dive in on this discussion tonight. Again, BossMates discussion. Boo. I'm gonna start off with you.
Okay.
People want kids, but not the responsibility.
Yeah.
So I want you to chime in on that, on your take on this. Again, we don't want no one taking, offense to what we got to say, because what we have to say is just what we have to say. Mm-hmm. Either you like it or you don't. It's like, when you got something to say, either we're going to like it or we don't. You get what I'm saying? But we don't want no one taking offense to what's about to go down on BossMates conversation.
If it is not true, then you shouldn't take it personal.
Right. Go ahead.
So, chiming in on this particular topic, of course, I can attest by what I've seen and heard and witnessed.
Yeah.
Of course, a lot of people, to be honest, a lot of people that I've seen lately, they just want the children for a financial benefit.
So you basically saying majority of people want kids, like what I just said, it's for the income tax.
It's for that's a part of
financial stability. That's
stability, benefit, everything.
That's the only time you're going to get money back from your kids is the beginning of the year.
No, there's different times. Since the pandemic, you remember reoccurring tax credit, like
true. The food stamps,
correct,
the benefits.
If a parent passes away, then you can go ahead and claim Social Security for that child till they're 18. So there's different, benefits, yes, that they can benefit from.
Again, welcome you guys, BossMates discussion.
Yes.
Again, as you can see on your screen, tonight's discussion is about people, want kids but not the responsibility.
Correct.
Again, my wife is chiming in on her views again of people wanting kids but not the responsibility. Go ahead, Bo.
So I can speak in reference to me. A lot of people may be like, oh, you'll say that now because you don't have children. Listen, I will be speaking in reference to how I plan to go ahead and raise my children of the future, because I know how I was raised and how I was treated.
Right.
What that means is my goal for my children, my future children, is to provide the best of the best life as much as possible, no matter what it is that's required. I can never see, me doing something for myself and not doing it for my child.
For your kids.
For my kids.
It's all about the kids. It
is all about the kids. I would rather be hungry to make sure that my children eat.
Right.
That's the idea of working hard for. Going into an example that I'm going to go ahead and jump into. Parents have children, and when they get up to a certain age, like they'll be in middle school, they're thinking about working because the parent does not want to take up the responsibility. The parent is putting this child on a budget. Keep in mind, this child cannot survive on their own. They need you to survive. And you put this child in a position to not want to bother you or not want to, ask for things like necessities that's needed to survive or go through on a day-to-day basis. But you're using the child, like whatever funds that's coming in for the child for personal reasons.
Income tax,
personal reasons.
We get this money back for the kids, and we don't even spend. Majority of people don't even spend it on the kids.
They don't even set up funds or savings or like college funds or whatever situation that would actually help this child in the future when they get older. It's all about that parent, like me. Like it's selfishness. You see what I'm saying? That's why there's a lot of children nowadays that are in bad shape. Because, they don't have, a responsible parent. Ain't no other way to put it. That's basically what it is. They don't have a responsible parent. There's no child in middle school that should be thinking about working. As long as that child, as long as that parent, as long as that child is below 18, it is that parent's responsibility.
You brought that child in this world, so, it's your responsibility. I notice a lot of parents, the responsibility of their kids, they like putting it on other people.
Right.
They don't like taking that responsibility, on taking care of their kids. Mm-hmm. They rather just, give their mother, to watch their kids. At the end of the day, that's your child. That's your kid. You get what I'm saying? So again, we like to take the responsibility off of us and give it to someone else to handle our responsibility. So again, you guys, BossMates, again, welcome. We're having a serious topic tonight. We're talking about something real serious tonight. Again, you guys, we are talking about people want kids, but not the responsibility of kids. Mm-hmm. When you have kids, a lot of us fathom, the idea of having kids. Oh, I want a child, especially the ladies. I want the kid, but when after you do have that kid, that child, the responsibilities that come, on taking care of that kid,
you want to run away from it.
A lot of us don't want no part of. Mm-hmm. A lot of us, have kids. Then we say, you know what? I'm gonna send this kid to Haiti. So again, you're running from your responsibilities. Again, like I said, the kid is yours. It's your responsibility. You are supposed to be taking care of that kid. You're not supposed to be sending your kid to Haiti, Jamaica, India, Africa, if you're in the States, or you get what I'm saying? You're supposed to, man up, woman up, and handle your responsibilities.
Correct.
BossMates.
Listen, to everyone that is joining into tonight's live.
Welcome, you guys. Welcome.
We're talking about people who want kids but
don't want the responsibilities.
Correct. This is a very interesting topic. A lot of people can relate.
It's a very serious conversation.
Yes, a lot of people can relate. My husband and I we're sharing our opinions and what we've witnessed.
Yeah.
If it ain't got nothing to do with you, then don't even take it personal.
Shout out to everyone that's drinking a glass of water right now.
So, going back on topic, this is something that's very sad, and especially when you see around, middle school, high schoolers now, they're all working, and, these kids are just raising themselves. They're fending for themselves. And I mean, it's completely different than when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, how my mother decided to raise me. Like, she took up the whole entire responsibility up until she left this earth. You see what I'm saying?
Because it was her responsibility.
Correct. Never put it on. She didn't even put her responsibility of me, the responsibility of me on my father.
On your or also on your brothers and sisters.
Or my siblings. It was all on her. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, to see how our community have actually just
effed up,
not cared about like the new generation that's coming in that will be taking over your place once you pass on. It's really sad.
But you know what I can say though, I don't think it's just our community. You know, I think it's a majority of people. You know, they don't want a responsibility. You know, whether the person is white, Asian, Spanish, black, whatever. You know, it's just people don't like the responsibility of just the responsibility. Mm-hmm. We don't want it. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think it's just our community.
Well, I'm saying it based off of our community.
Okay.
From what you see.
I think it's a worldwide situation.
Yeah, it can be.
BossMates.
But it's still sad though. It's a situation that
And to see the kids have to go through this. A child, at the age of 12 years old, have to fend for themselves because, the responsibility of their mother or their father, they got to take care of themselves.
Correct. Kids going hungry.
Sad situation.
Parents just expecting for them to cook for themselves. Like, I mean, seriously? And the system just continuously, fail these kids. Yeah. And then, the minute these kids decide to want to commit suicide and all of these harmful things towards themselves, parents hopping up on the news talking about they don't know what happened and this, that, and the third.
You knew what happened. You want to take care of your kids. You knew what happened.
That child was depressed. That child was insecure. That child was lonely.
You get what I'm saying?
And you can imagine many of the kids that are going through this right now. A lot of the parents that's on here, the children are missing. Why? I'm not saying why they're missing, but why are they missing? I mean, what, did they just run off because they didn't want to come home? Like, what is the problem? But then on news, on social media wanting help, but then no one knows what's actually going on within the home.
A majority of the kids are running away from home for a reason.
Correct.
A kid is just not going to get up, and just say, you know what, I want to leave. You remember, you're feeding that kid. Mm-hmm. So that kid not just want to get up and just want to leave because you're feeding the kid. It's just like if you have a dog, that dog is not just going to get up because you're feeding that dog.
Yeah, they're going to always come back home.
You're supposed to be that dog caretaker, just like your kid. Your kids, you're supposed to be the caretaker. So the kid's not just going to want to wake up just want to wake up one day and you know what, I want to leave this area. Mm-hmm. I want to leave home. I want to run away from home. Mm-hmm. It's a reason
why they're running away.
It's a reason that kid is running away, and it starts off from home.
Correct.
You get what I'm saying? Again, us not wanting to handle our responsibilities, taking care of these kids, looking after these kids, guiding these kids. We don't want to do it. Mm-hmm. So this is the reason a lot of kids are running away.
Correct. A lot of parents are fail by consuming themselves with work and not having that social media, not having that one-on-one that's needed to be done between them and that kid. I mean, it don't matter what it is. You can see a child, however many times you want to. What we lack, especially in our community, is to sit down and ask that child, hey, how are you doing? How are you feeling?
How was your day?
How was your day? What is going on with you mentally?
You know what?
Emotionally.
Growing up as a kid, as you can see on your screen, people want kids, but not a responsibility.
Yes.
This is what we're talking about tonight. But, I remember growing up, no one ever asked me, how are you doing, Mike? How was your day today?
They just feel like you okay. You want to know why? Because you got shelter. There's food in the fridge. They just think you okay.
Nobody ever asked me how was I doing.
Of course not.
How was my day? I want to be asked these things. As a kid, you want to be asked these things.
Correct.
You want to feel loved.
Right.
BossMates. I'm just going to take a sip of this water with some key lime. Again, you guys, I'm doing this 32-day fast. Started today. Today is day number 1. I'm on this fast. I'm trying to cleanse. I'm not even trying. I don't even like using those words. I'm going to cleanse my body. Go ahead, boo.
BossMates. So
this is real.
This is real. So for those that are tuning in, welcome to tonight's live.
Welcome.
We're talking about the people that want kids but not the responsibility.
Yes.
Going based off of what I was saying before, a lot of parents have these children, they want it for financial reasons, and they're not asking the necessary questions.
Just for financial reasons.
Correct. They're not asking the necessary questions how is this child doing emotionally, mentally? A lot of children are going through a lot of things right now as we speak. Children are running away and parents don't know what the hell going on.
Don't know what's going on.
They just feel like, if there's snacks in the pantry and the lights are on and that that child comes back to a home, this child should be happy, but they're not getting the appropriate attention they're supposed to.
Let me say this. Kids are not just running away. Kids are committing suicide.
That is true.
If you have a child under you, living under your roof in that room, and they committing suicide,
there's a problem.
There's a problem. And it starts off from that parental vision in the house. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? BossMates. Listen, you guys, don't forget, you can see on your screen right now, we got the Facebook, we got the stars right now. Don't forget to shoot us a star.
Yes.
Donate.
Yes.
As you can see on your screen right now.
Yes. Go ahead and support us by sending us stars so we can go ahead and continue to bring more content to you that you love. So for those that are tuning in, we are talking about people who want kids but not the responsibility.
Not the responsibility. And you know what? Having kids, having a child, it's a big responsibility.
Very huge.
It's a very big responsibility. So imagine if you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kids. So you gotta be, if
you gotta cater to each child individually.
If you're having kids, mm-hmm. You gotta make sure you're prepared for these kids. You gotta make sure you're ready to love these kids. You're ready to talk to these kids, ready to educate these kids.
Correct.
You can't get, just leave it up to a system, to raise,
social media,
to teach our kids. Because at the end of the day, as you can see, our kids are being failed from somewhere,
left to right.
As you can see, kids right now, kids are gay.
They're distracted.
Kids that 2 years old are gay. That's a problem.
They're genderless.
It doesn't make sense. Again, we having these kids, but we're not taking the responsibility of raising these kids.
Correct. We're letting the system, social media, raise the children for us because we don't want the responsibility.
What's that big, you mentioned it, Coco Melon. We're letting Coco Melon raise our kids. Mm-hmm. We're letting all these, animated, YouTube, stuff raise our kids, but instead of us raising our kids, we're just going to say, here's a tablet, get out of my face.
Mm-hmm. Just to keep them shut.
Just to keep them,
their mouth shut.
BossMates.
E cosa ti mun yo capable yo leve yo bebe no more.
Again, BossMates, we're having a serious discussion tonight. Again, don't forget, you guys, follow us, on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube, you guys. BossMates. Facebook, BossMates.
Send us stars.
Send us the stars. Instagram, BossMates _official. Also TikTok, BossMates.official. But tonight we're talking about something real serious.
Yes.
Something that's real touching. This touches me. It touches me, boo.
Because we love the kids.
You have to love the kids. Mm-hmm. You have to love the kids. The kids are the future.
They are.
Just like, when you were born, you were the future. You're the future. Mm-hmm. So, it's about protecting the kids. It's about raising the kids properly. It's about loving them. It's a lot of kids out here that, they're not properly loved. Come on, you guys.
Come on. Taking pictures with these kids and posting it on social media doesn't mean that it's a happy household. You have to be.
Oh man, boo!
You
just brought this up.
For real, it's what happened behind social media. It's not what's put on social media, because social media is a facade.
It's
like a virtual reality. Yes. Even though it's in real color, but it's a virtual reality. Basically.
I just wanted to say this. It's a very sad thing. A lot of us, we're not parenting. You know, but when it comes to social media, we're gonna get our kids and act like we're the best family there is. But at the end of the day, you know, as soon as you get off social media, you don't even look at your kids. You don't even talk to your kids.
That is what's happening in
it's all a facade.
Yeah, in a lot of households.
BossMates. Listen, you guys, we are running to the end of our show. I mean, yeah, we're running to the end of our show.
Yes, we are. If you didn't know, we actually reduced our show to 30 minutes. So yes, we are running to the end of our show.
So again, is there anything you want to say before we get off?
My last words on this particular topic is, identify what is going on with the children mentally and emotionally. There's been too many. The suicide rates are actually ridiculous. And we want to go ahead and actually help reduce that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Do one-on-ones with your kids, spend more time with your children, talk about, discussions that may be uncomfortable with your children. Right. Be there. Support your child. Don't put your child in the position to want to have to go and work and make money in order for them to be able to survive when they have you. That is your job the parent.
Your responsibility.
Your job is not to just go ahead and post their picture on social media to make it seem like you've been doing your job off of social media.
It's a lot of parents out there like that.
Majority.
They're social media picture posting parents.
Correct. We got to do better. That's my last take. What is your take on it?
It's about, you should never send your kids out to look for love, where love is not even provided. You get what I'm saying? So it's about, loving your kids, raising your kids properly. Again, they are the future. BossMates. Again, you guys, don't forget every Monday, every Friday night, tune in. Don't forget, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Classic Radio every Friday night. Don't forget the new platform we on, Rumble.
Yes.
You can see it on your screen, you guys. Rumble. We are live on Rumble. We're going to be posting it, so again, it's about loving your kids. It's about loving yourself.
Correct. And don't forget, you'll be able to go ahead and actually catch our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, iHeartRadio. Listen, we love y'all.
BossMates, again, you guys, we'll be here this Friday night. Keep it locked right here. BossMates Conversation.
Deuces.
Yo.